What's up, ninjas, and welcome to Yoga with Dojo Cat. I have an announcement. I've been working really hard this last few months to get some new certifications, and I completed those certifications. I am now certified in somatic healing and yoga and trauma-informed yoga. So I'm going to be offering private, virtual, and in-person sessions for somatic healing and yoga, and if that's something you might be interested in, I'll put the information in the description box below and you can check it out. So today's video is going to be a somatic yoga session to give you a taste of what that is about. So we'll just get started. So I'm sitting on a bolster. I encourage you to sit on one as well, or maybe sit on some blocks or a pillow, just to give you a little added support here while we begin our practice. We'll begin by closing the eyes if that's comfortable for you. And if not, you can feel free to keep your eyes open, your gaze soft, maybe on the tip of your nose. And just bringing your attention to your breath. Not changing anything, just noticing, feeling the sensation of the air as it goes in through the nose, feeling it rush down into the lungs, noticing your chest lift as your lungs expand, feeling your belly rise, and then noticing that process reverse as you exhale, feeling the belly contract, your chest drop, and air come out of your mouth. And maybe you notice that the temperature of the air is different. Bringing the attention to the places where you're supported by the earth, your sit bones, your shins, your feet. Noticing any sensations, any pressure or tingling. And doing a little body scan here, noticing where you're holding your tension today. Maybe it's in your shoulders or your neck. And without judgment, just giving that sensation a name. And we'll do a breathing exercise. I'll count out your breaths for you. We'll do a couple rounds. So when you're ready, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Allowing the breath to return to normal. And before we get into our movement today, taking a second to set an intention. Maybe your intention is to give yourself some self-love. Maybe it's to release tension. And when you're ready, we'll seal that intention with one deep breath, inhaling the hands to the sky, bringing the palms together and exhaling as you bring the hands to heart center. And when you're ready, you can blink your eyes open and we'll begin with our practice. So we'll start with our neck. A lot of people carry their tension in their neck. So dipping the chin to the chest, drawing little half circles, going shoulder to shoulder. And then going all the way around a nice big slow circle. And changing directions. Beautiful, coming back to center. And we're going to do a little bit of myofascial release. So starting on the left side, we're going to take our knuckles, keeping them soft, but we'll bring them underneath the ear, just on that mastoid bone. Apply pressure, and then really gently and slowly dragging the knuckles down the side of the neck, just following the tissue. Maybe tipping your head over to the right for more sensation. Keep breathing. Beautiful. And then we'll take the knuckles just a little bit more behind the ears, and same thing, apply pressure and just drag the knuckles down. Beautiful. And we'll bring that left hand back to the knee, and then just again drawing little half circles and one big circle in each direction. And we'll take that to the other side. So right knuckles, nice and soft, bringing the knuckles under the ear, apply pressure, tilt the head over to the left, and drag the knuckles down. Good, and now bringing the knuckles just slightly behind the ear, and same thing. Beautiful, releasing, bringing the chin to the chest and drawing those half circles. And going all the way around in one direction and the other. Beautiful. One last thing for our neck before we move on. So we'll bring our hands to our face, palms outwards, and our fingers bent. Reach behind, first searching for the ridge of the skull, and then underneath that, you're gonna find two little soft spots on either side of your spinal cord. Apply pressure with the fingertips, and then gently pull the fingers apart. Beautiful. And releasing, getting one more round of head rolls in before coming back to center. We'll take our attention to our shoulders next. Rolling the shoulders back, just big, slow circles, focusing on the sensations, noticing if anything is coming up, maybe a sensation, maybe an emotion, and switching directions. Beautiful. Releasing the shoulders back down to center, and starting on the right side, we're going to take the pad of our left thumb and find the spot in between the collarbone and the top of the shoulder, and just press the thumb into the hollow, and then hold on to the back of the shoulder with the rest of your fingers, and then apply pressure. This can be intense, so just apply the sensation you need. And don't forget to keep breathing. Think about using those inhales and those exhales. Inhaling, sending the breath to that area you're feeling the tension, and exhaling to let that tension go, almost as if it's a wave on a beach and the tide is carrying away what no longer serves you. And release. We'll take that to the other side. So finding that hollow with your right thumb pad, taking the fingers behind the shoulder, applying pressure. Maybe you notice that one side is a little more intense than the other. Beautiful, and release, and come back to center. We're going to take our 2 peace fingers and bring them to the temples and draw some circles going in one direction. And then taking those same fingers and just bringing them to the jaw, and same thing, drawing circles in the jaw. I personally hold a lot of tension in my jaw. Amazing. And release. Take a deep breath in, long breath out. We'll take the right hand to the left rib cage, and then we're going to tip our head to the same direction that our fingers are pointing, opening up the rib cage on the right side. This is just a nice, gentle side bend. Noticing anything that comes up here, maybe some tightness. And releasing, taking that bend to the other side. So left fingertips to the right rib cage and tipping the head over to the right this time. Beautiful, and release. We're going to shift onto our hands and knees to come into a tabletop position. So we'll have to set the bolster aside for now. And then we're going to do some cat-cows. We're going to do them a little differently than we usually do them. So we're not really linking our movement to our breath this time. We're just moving nice and slow in whatever way serves you best. So maybe you don't want to do the traditional cat-cow. Maybe you have tension in your hips and you want to give them little wiggles side to side. Maybe you want to do some body rolls. Maybe you want to do some spinal waves. This is your chance to do some nice, slow, organic movement. Just noticing the sensations, feeling the spine or the chest open up. Feeling the stretch in the side of your body. And then from here, we're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips to the sky to come into downward facing dog. And again, moving organically, taking whatever you need, pedaling out the feet. Neck is nice and relaxed in between the biceps. And then bending both knees nice and deep and pressing into the hands, feeling the spine lengthen. And then releasing. And then rocking up onto the tiptoes, letting go of any tension in the feet. And then from here, inhale, send the left leg to the sky. Exhale, stepping that left foot in between your hands, pivoting that back foot so it's parallel to the back of your mat, and rising up into our warrior 2 pose. Bending into that lead leg, reaching the fingertips away from each other. But we're going to add some nice movement in here. So take a nice deep breath in, Long breath out. Inhale, straightening the front leg, and we're gonna reach and clasp the opposite elbow and then tip backwards, creating a lot of space in that left side. And then as you exhale, release the elbows, come back into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg, clasp the elbows, stretch that side body, tip backwards. Exhale, release, bend the leg. One more time. Inhale, straighten the legs, clasp the elbows, lean back. And release. Come back to warrior two. Hands on the hips. Turn towards the wide part of your mat. And then we'll take that to the other side. So your left foot is going to be parallel to the front of your mat. And then you're going to turn your right toes to the back of the mat. Extend the arms out. Warrior two. Nice long breath in. Sigh it out. Inhale, straighten the leg, clasp the elbows, lean back. Exhale, back into warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg, clasp the elbows, lean, create space. Exhale, sigh out the tension. One more time, inhale, straighten the legs, clasp the elbows, lean, and exhale, release. Beautiful work. We're going to bring the hands to the hips. Turn to point the toes to the wide part of your mat. Deep breath in, bringing the hands to the sky. And exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward to come into a wide-legged fold. But we're gonna add some movement in here. So tucking the hands into the elbows, and we're just going to sway side to side and then add a little twist, turning the chest towards the back of my mat, swaying over to the opposite side, turning my chest towards the front of my mat. Just finding whatever movement suits you, noticing what sensations you're feeling, giving them a name, and using this intentional movement to release anything you're holding on to. Beautiful. Finding one moment of stillness here, maybe bringing the hands to the mat. Turning towards the front of your mat. And then really gently coming down, first to the knees, shifting onto the bum, bringing the legs in front of you. And then we'll roll onto the back. And then from here, pulling the knees into the chest and wrapping the arms around them, giving yourself a nice hug, knowing that you're supported and you're safe, and thanking yourself for showing up today. And releasing the knees, sending the fingers away from the toes, getting one more big stretch. And then bringing one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart, bringing the heels wide, allowing the toes to point away from each other. And bringing the mind back to the body, noticing the pressure on the places you're connected to the earth. And I'm going to give you some affirmations that you can say out loud or quietly to yourself. A little self-love exercise. May I be kind to myself in this moment. May I release what no longer serves me. May I be at peace in my body, spirit, and mind. May I allow ease and softness to flow through me. And when you're ready, wiggling the fingers and the toes and blinking the eyes open and coming up into a comfortable seat. And from here, we are going to seal this practice with 3 deep breaths. So when you're ready, inhale the hands to the sky. Exhale. Let everything go, sigh it out. Don't be afraid to make sounds. Inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. And one more time, inhale. Exhale. And that is it for today. Let me know how you're feeling now compared to how you were feeling at the beginning of today's flow. Hopefully you're feeling nice and relaxed, and hopefully you've let go of some of that tension that's been hanging around in the body. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I would love to have you in my little dojo. If you want to follow me on social media, you can find me at dojocat713. You can find me on Patreon as well, where I post hour-long videos or sometimes 45-minute videos. And again, if you are interested in a private one-on-one somatic healing or somatic yoga session, that information is in the description box below. Also, I'm still offering live hatha yoga classes, and that information is also on my booking page. Go drink some water, be kind to yourself, and be kind to others, and be well. Os.